Welcome to A7, the last part of the level 4, the factor remainder theorem. Okay, so let's say we have three functions, f of x, g of x, and h of x. So the factor remainder theorem typically tells us that f of x equals g of x times h of x. Okay, so that tells us that g of x and h of x are factors of f of x. Okay, so let's model this using integers. So let's say we had f of x, which were a number, so 8, and we pick two factors, 4 times 2. Okay, 8 equals 4 times 2. Okay, where f of x is 8, g of x is 4, and h of x is 2. Okay, so far not too bad, I hope. I'm going to scroll down, pause the video if you need more time. Okay, so what if I told you 32 is a factor of 487? This would mean that 487 is divisible by 32 an even number of times. Okay, so let's try it. You have 32 as the divisor, 487 as the dividend. Okay, so how many times does 32 go into 4? Well, 0 times. Okay, how many times does 32 go into 48? Well, it goes in once. So 32 times 1 is 32. I'm going to subtract that 32. So 48 minus 32 is 16. I'll bring down my 7. Okay. Now how many times does 32 go into 167? That would be 5 times. 32 times 5 is 160. I'm subtracting it. So I get a remainder of, I get a remainder of 7. Okay, so 15 with a remainder of 7. Okay, so is 32 a factor of 487? No. Okay, there aren't two numbers, well, 32 times 15 certainly, do not equal an even 487. Okay, so no. There is a remainder of 7. Okay, so if a dividend is divisible by a given function, oh, actually, let me change that to factor, or divisor, without a remainder, then it is a factor. Okay? And the reason that I use the term divisor up here, we're not going to be dealing just with numbers. Okay? We're going to be dealing with binomials for the most part, or other polynomials. Okay? And if a dividend is not divisible by a given divisor, then it is not a factor. Okay, pause video if you need more time. Okay, so this applies to polynomials as well, as I was just talking about with the divisor. So does it matter whether we use long or synthetic division? No. We should get the same outcome. Okay. So at this point, please watch the A7 example video for factor remainder theorem.